My name is Connor Ronan with Paragon Marketing, and today we're going to go over the basic how-tos and maintenance of these Rational combis. For those that are familiar with combi technology, these are your standard manual processes. You have your steam, combination, and convection. If we click here, it takes us to page 2. All of our combis are touchscreen, and you can drag or scroll. The top is illustrating the level of moisture that's going to be in the cavity. So right now it's on 69%. It's a middle of the road convection and steam process. In these ovens, we can do everything from 100% saturation, which is a steam, all the way down to 0%, which is actually extruding all of the moisture in the oven, which gives you the opportunity to do things like dehydrate fruits, do beef jerkies, things of that nature. On the second, this is second icon right here. This is illustrating the temperature, temperature inside the cavity. So you can go anywhere from 85 degrees all the way up to 575 on combination mode with 100% humidity. The next icon gives you the opportunity to cook on time or with a probe. So you can set the internal temperature with the probe. With this probe, there are 6 sensors from the tip of the point, and there's even one inside the handle. As always, probe the largest portion of the product for the best and most accurate reading. To talk more about this, it gives you the opportunity to cook strictly on time if you have a specific recipe that you're trying to recreate, or if you're cooking a product like chicken and you want to make sure you hit your 165, you can cook on temperature. Down here, this button, it offers a puff of steam. So if you're proofing and you need to have a little bit of crispness on your rolls, you can manually add a little puff of steam. This button, which you control using the knob, is your fan speed. It goes all the way from down 1 to your highest, which is 5. Now we're going to back out. It's a long hold on the top button. This is how you get back, or you can also press on the bottom right. So now we're going to talk about some of the pre-programmed processes that Rational has provided to us. This is awesome for selecting your product. So let's say we're going to do chicken. We're going to do pan fried. So then we click pan fried. And then it gives us a couple more options. We have thick, which means that we're going to be cooking with the probe. And as always, it's going to default factory setting to HACCP regulations of 165. As you notice, there are Rational symbols. Rational dedicates enough time and resources to come up with a baseline product for you that basically this is what their recommendations are. But you have the flexibility to cook on time if you're recreating a recipe as we had already talked about in the manual processes. The next is the coloration of the product. This is a very medium color, but as you can see, it says dark to light. So if you're doing a specific product that you want a little bit lighter finish on it, you can just click or click. And then to change this, where you're cooking on timer temperature, it's just selecting thick or thin. As always, you can drag or slide. If you click up here on this button, chefs have always asked Rational to provide information on what's going on inside the cavity. So this is going to tell us what the processes it's going to take to cook pan-fried chicken inside this oven. It tells us that it's going to preheat the oven to 428 degrees with 0% humidity in the cavity. Then it's going to ask you to load. Then it goes into a roast setting where it's 341 degrees with 90% humidity. And then it goes into the finishing process, which is 458 degrees at 50% humidity. If you have any questions at any point in time, you can always hit the question mark button. This is the specific page in the owner's manual, and it will break down what icons you're seeing. So this is telling you that you're seeing preheating. This is telling you to load. This is the exact process, or the exact page that comes out of the owner's manual. So if it ever gets lost in the kitchen, you always have it pre-programmed into the Rational combi. Next, we're going to talk about the cleaning. Self-cooking centers are self-cleaning, and if you click here, this page tells you the maintenance status of your oven. The top portion, obviously indicating by good right now, indicated by good, is the health of our boiler. Every time that you clean in these ovens, it descales, delimes, so it ensures a much cleaner boiler. The next is the cavity, the cleanliness of the oven. Now, if you take a look at this oven, we've made it fairly simple for you. Rational offers two cleaning products. You have the blue square that goes into the blue square, and then you have the chrome circle that goes into the chrome circle. As you're cooking in the cavity, it will provide the Rational symbol, as it has before, recommending what type of cleaning you should be doing. So for sake of the argument, let's talk about just a light cleaning. It's indicating exactly how many packets of each we need. So it's telling us we need one blue square and 3 of the chrome circles. And it's estimating that the cleaning process is going to take 67 minutes. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to us directly. Thank you for your time.